This video is sponsored by PokedownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Chilling Ring, for example. You can use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG for 5% off your complete order. How fantastic is that? Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're gonna be able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and they even have old school cards for the collectors out there. Last but not least, this video is also sponsored by yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're gonna be able to create your own unique custom playmat. Use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG10YP for 10% off your complete order, or just click the link in the description below to create your own fantastic playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around with the commercials. I'll see you guys in a bit, so see you then. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoseTCG here, and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. In this video, we're actually going to be checking out the Skystream and Towering Perfection set. They have been fully revealed over at PokeBeach, and we're going to be checking out which one of these cards will actually see play once they are officially released overseas in an English print. So I'm very eager to check out a lot of these cards with you guys, so hopefully you guys are hyped for this video. If you are, be sure to let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button, as it helps out the channel in many ways. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already, because we are posting daily Pokemon TCG content. So every single day you get something new, and hopefully that will be getting yourself into this fantastic game. So let's just start it off. So in case you missed it earlier, also PokeBeach was hacked, which is super bad. So hopefully they can fix things off. But they still have, of course, an altered way so we can check out these cards. So many of these cards from the set will become part of our Evolving Skies set coming out on August 27th. We also checked out Eevee Heroes, which is also part of the set. If you want to know my opinion about these cards, I also made a video about the Eevee Heroes. Go check it out on my channel. Without further ado, let us just go dive into this deck. As you can see, the Skystream cards are all here. We're going to be going over all of them. So there's a couple of them noteworthy. You have Medicham V and other cards here. Then Towering Perfection cards. We're going to be scrolling them over. These are all Japanese arts. And as we can see, we will be able to get the baby versions of the Galarian bird. Super nice. There's a Garbodor VMAX, some dragons here and there. So we already checked out a couple of the dragons. So let's just start it off. So first up on the list is an interesting jump lift line. I don't know if I can just click on this. Oh yeah, they just open up just like old school PokeBeach. Okay, cool. So as you can see here, we have a Rapid Strike jump lift, and this Rapid Strike jump, they automatically play like that. That's something that we don't want to see, right? So we click on here and then we pause, right? Play, pause. Yeah, that's cool. So Jump Lift V has an interesting ability, and it is able to attack twice. So if the first attack knocks out a Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses a new active Pokemon. So you can attack twice, which is super good. It has free retreat, so sometimes you can poke damage. It's your turn again, poke damage. So if your opponent has low HP Pokemon, for instance Zigzagoons, we can just go for Boss Zord Zigzagoon. Then slap our own Galarian Zigzagoon down, slap 60 damage, take a KO, and then it's back to our turn once again. So interesting. You might think this is a stage 2 and that will never work, but luckily we do have this cool looking Skiploom here. And look at the artwork, very, very cool, playing around with the flowers and stuff, and the fluffiness. So Solar Evolution, once during your turn, you may attach an energy card from your hand. Once during your turn, oh yeah, when you attach an energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and evolve instantly. So you cheat evolutions, you have free retreat, and Hoppip has free retreat. They are Rapid Strike cards, and they could potentially attack twice. Will you add in maybe a 1/1/1 line of the specific card? That sounds a little bit clunky, but maybe if you want to be attacking twice, maybe some sort of weird, wacky deck could actually come in handy. This could make, oh, now that I think about it, I have something that works. Let's just go over to Limitless. You guys see it here first, fellas. You will see it here first. I think the Weavile. Oh yeah, this Pokemon can attack twice. It's not, scratch that. I thought you could be going for a second strike with the Weavile, so you can knock out instantly, but this Pokemon may attack twice. It's not like you can go with another turn. Yeah, scratch that idea entirely. It's just attacking twice, so technically 1 energy, 120. Not too bad, but it takes up a lot of deck space. So I don't know if people will dedicate the deck space to it. Rally back, we know that attack from back in the past. Still 120 if one of your Pokemon got knocked out during the opponent's last turn. This hasn't scaled up. We are in the age and era of VMAXs with over 300 HP, and this still has not scaled up. Only 120. You could hit stuff that is weak to grass for something like maybe Galarian Moltres V, maybe Umbreon V. But as soon as they go into like something like Umbreon VMAX, this attack is useless, so pretty bad for sure. Simisage, super bad. Trevenant V, haven't seen this one before. Look at the artwork, fellas. It looks pretty menacing. Oh boy, the tree is ready to attack. So absorb life, 30 damage, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. Okay, I guess. Shadow Claw, as you can see on the artwork, 120 damage. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Okay, it is discarding. Still up to the Trevenant tricks. We know Dusknoir Trevenant shuffles 2 cards from the opponent's hand. This actually discards it, so lots of grass energy necessary. Only 120 damage. Maybe in a Rillaboom deck as a one-off to just at one point, if the opponent only has 1 card in the deck, you can just cheese out of nowhere. And also reset stamp rotates, so super bad. Trevenant VMAX, however, let's see here. 320 HP and it has 2 attacks. The secondary attack is just 180, Max Forest, and the other attack is 40 damage times the number of supporters in your opponent's discard pile. Let us think in a typical game, they play Research, they play Marnie, maybe a boss. As max, I think 4 supporters in the discard pile or something. That means 160 damage for 2. Significant to 2-shot, but only works in the late game, however, so I don't think it's going to be seeing play, unless, yeah, that does have some synergy. You discard a random card. It would have been better if select a card from your opponent's hand to discard to have some synergy, but I don't think Trevenant VMAX is going to be that impactful. Could be entirely wrong. Maybe you can play with the Obstagoon that forces your opponent to discard until you have 4 remaining. Nothing much to be desired because you're never going to one-shot, at most you 2-shot, and there's way better VMAXs that 2-shot, like Eternatus VMAX for instance, or Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX for instance. There's an Applin which evolves into a pretty powerful dragon type Pokemon, which we'll check out later. There is a Ninetales. Ninetales, Secret Path of the Fox Spirit. Look at that ability. Look at that ability. The artwork is super cool with the autumn leaves. Oh, fantastic. So it actually states, as long as this Pokemon is in play, the retreat cost of each of your Pokemon that has a fire energy attached is 2 Carlos energy less. Okay, so that means practically air balloon for all of your fire Pokemon that have an energy. Unfortunately, fire is not that great anymore. We will lose Welder post-rotation, and I'm not a big fan of fire decks after rotation, although Victini VMAX could actually get free retreat with this, I guess. Okay, moving forward, we have a Victini. Talking about Victini, 30 damage. You may search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them in hand for twin energy. The problem is Marnie's in the format, so scratch that. Only 60 HP though. Funky. Simisear. Very bad cards, man. You Simisear, Simipour, Simisage, all very bad. Look at this Volcarona. This is a Volcarona V, 210 HP, and it comes back with quite the powerful attack. Who remembers Victini Prism Star? Yeah, you guys all remember Victini Prism Star, right? Victini Prism Star is one of those one-off Prism Star cards. This time around it's a basic, you can play multiples off, and it actually slaps 20 damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each basic energy card in your discard pile. It does take basic, so it doesn't have to be fire, so you can build this up with an Aurora energy. Oh, get back all your, and then shuffle all those cards back in the deck. So you could be making like a deck that is very aggressive. Talonflame V, Research, all those things, Chinchino line, and just poke for 1 energy and get all the energies back. Interesting development, Volcarona. So unfortunately, this was not available pre-rotation. Otherwise, you could have been making this Firebox deck and this in the late game. Who remembers Victini Prism Star with like 18 energies in a fire deck, right? This could have been the exact same thing. Unfortunately, not the case anymore. Interesting card, nevertheless. Interesting card. Also, his secondary attack discards energy from this Pokemon. There is a Sizzlepeat and a Centiskorch Rapid Strike. 30 damage during your next turn. This Pokemon's attack do 90 more damage to your opponent's active. Why would you attack with this twice? It will never work because you're gonna get knocked out. Rapid Strike Cloyster. Look at this one. It takes 30 less damage from attacks with the Shell Armor. And then the Aqua Split, 60 damage. This attack does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon with Passimian, And with Telescopic Sight, this could be quite deadly, playing some Echoing Hordes as well. You could be slapping 60 to the active, and then 90 to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Ooh, they do have to be GXs and Vs for Telescopic Sight and Passimian to work, but interesting card. You can, yeah, you can probably power it up with 1 energy, right? With the Rapid Strike energy. Interesting, I like it. Gyarados V. 20 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. Okay. This secondary attacks is not good, but you can maybe use something like Frostmoth to power it up, I guess. Gyarados V freaking max. 330 HP, 120 to the active, and then you discard an energy from your opponent's active. Not too shabby. And the secondary attack, 240. Significant damage output without a downside. Lightning will leave the format post-rotation, although Flaffy comes back, so that's not even true. So a little bit worried about the Lightning weakness because people will be running stuff like Zeraora and all that, although Zeraora only slaps 100 or maybe 200 with weakness on the active, so maybe the Lightning weakness is not a problem unless they play Bolton. Anyhow, I think you can play this with the Memory Capsule, so you have 330 HP. You can also put a Big Charm on this guy. Pre-rotation, I don't even know. Yeah, pre-rotation is not going to work out. So, yeah, but Big Charm, 360 HP with the Temper Tantrum, 20 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. So let's say a Brave Blade hits into you 230. Yeah, you do that times 2, you destroy a lot of Pokemon with that, with the Memory Capsule. So that's the only way I see Gyarados VMAX working out. Okay, Galarian Darmanitan, bad. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it can be used for a single energy. Single energy. You need damage counters on him though. Karaganol. This time around doesn't shut down items. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon anyway. Like, wow. Basic energy cards. Interesting. It is an attack though, so I prefer stuff like Trumbeak, to say the least. Okay, Wishy-Washy. This is an interesting one. I've seen this popping by on Twitter. We have Wishy-Washy here, and it actually has the School Power ability. If this Pokemon has at least 3 water energies attached, it actually gets 150 additional HP. And it cannot get shut down by Pat to the Peak because it's a 1-price Pokemon. The only thing that can shut this down is Inteleon V, but who plays that, right? So 150 additional HP, that means 180 basic. You do need 3 energies attached to this guy. It also has 30 damage, plus 30 more for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. So basically, it wants Frostmoth as its best friend, accelerating tons of energies on these Wishy-Washis, and then out of nowhere you have tanky Wishy-Washis. 1-price Wishy-Washy deck, the problem is it is too clunky, and you need 3 energies, otherwise they can just knock you out with a lot of things. Flaffy, utterly broken. This is electric revamped. It's actually the exact same stats. Dino Motor is back, fellas. Accelerating a lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. AKA Lightning Malamar, AKA Old School Electric. Super nice. Don't care about the Ampharos though. Plusle and Minun. Both Rapid Strike. If Minun use an attack, 120 for 1 energy. Nah, you will not use 2 attacks. The game's too fast for that. Toxtricity, you may leave your opponent's active paralyzed if you do 70 damage to yourself. Problem with Switch, Escape Rope, what else? Yeah, so many switch outs, by the way. Birdkeeper, Regieleki, or something like that. Okay, the new Regis. 20 damage for 1 energy. What a bargain sale, right? 120 damage. Discard all energy, lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Okay, some spread mechanic going around, I guess. Not the most powerful Pokemon I've seen so far. You need 3 energies, although Flaffy could make it work. Flaffy, 1-price Regieleki. What do you think? Sandslash, which does utterly nothing. Although there's a Sandshrew here. This attack does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has the Everybody Rollout attack. How many Pokemon will have that attack though? Medicham V. This is an interesting card. Put 2 damage counters, as you can see. Super powerful artwork. Put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out, if any of the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by this attack, at the end of your turn, you can take another turn. This can be used if any of your Pokemon use Yoga Loop during your last turn. So you cannot infinitely loop. Otherwise that would be cool, right? Yoga Loop, into Yoga Loop, into Yoga Loop. Luckily they put that on the text, otherwise it was a broken combo. Right now for 2 colorless energies. Take an additional turn, maybe, to finish off stuff so you can go again. Checkmate scenarios. You can use it for a Rapid Strike energy, fellas. Interesting card. I like Metacham. I like the Rapid Strike archetype, so just spreading and all that. We have ourselves a hit and run. A very annoying hit and run Pokemon, but it's a stage 1. Skip that. Landorus also has a strafe just like Rapid Strike Urshifu V. 120 damage with the second attack. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon. Okay. You can preserve energies that way. 1 price, fighting type, and you can preserve all your energies. Not too bad. That's actually not too bad. Dragonite V will probably get itself in a collection box near you. Okay. Slash 50 damage isn't affected by any effect, so you can go through stuff like Altarias, Decidueyes, what else? Whatever, that is another wall out there. Max is the Dragon Gale, 250 damage. This attack does 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. The problem is it needs water, water, lightning. The good news is Melanie also accelerates to non-water V Pokemon. If you don't believe me, let's check it out so you guys can see for yourself. Melanie. There we go, the Melanie card activation. So this stage, attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V. So technically, you can actually use Melanie, and if you get a first turn Aurora energy attachment or whatever, you could get this on the second turn. 250 damage. Could slide this into Ice Rider and maybe play some Aurora energies. I don't know. It doesn't have any weakness, so that's nice. 230 HP is also not too shabby. There is a Shelgon line. Okay. Shelgon, Salamence, Intimidating Roar. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent switch their active with one of their bench Pokemon. So a one-sided escape rope or repel from back in the day. Savage Dragon, 100 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it, this attack does 120 more damage. Stage 2, rip. Then Rayquaza, yeah. I wonder why they didn't put the single strike stamp onto Rayquaza, because you single strike, right? You one hit KO. So that's something I don't understand design wise. Don't like it, but the only reason I can think of is that you can use Rayquaza into a Zera or a V. It's the only logical explanation. So 40 damage, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. It might seem bad to discard stuff from the deck, but you need lightning energies in your discard pile, so Flaffy can use Dynamotor to accelerate them. That's how it is. And his second attack, Spiral Burst, 20 damage base. You may discard either up to 2 fire energies or up to 2 lightning energies from this Pokemon. 80 more damage for each energy discarded in this way. Very good, because in total, that's 180 damage. You don't always have to go for the VMAX in order to 2-shot VMAXs or to 1-shot Crobats, Aldegots, Crickettunes, you know, the bench hitters back in the days. It was also a very great Rayquaza. Ray Eels. Who remembers Ray Eels? Ray Eels is back. The king has returned. Okay. We have Rayquaza VMAX, of course, comes with a broken ability. Sky High Waves. Once during your turn, you may discard your hand, draw 3 cards. This is stackable. Imagine getting 3 of these out. Discard hand, draw 3 cards. Discard hand, draw 3 cards. Discard trends, draw 3 cards. Slap down Crobat. Oh, here's the boss's orders. I win the game. That's how it will go. And also, discarding your hand is good if you have lightning energies in your discard pile. So you can, of course, re-accelerate them with Flaffy. Super good ability. So people can play this for its ability alone. Super strong. As we've seen with Shadow Red Calyrex, VMAX, abilities that draw cards is very good. Definitely if they're stackable. Gmax Burst, 20 damage base, very similar to the V. Then you may discard either any number of fire energies or any number of lightning energies, 80 more damage for each energy discarded in this way. So this time around, it's not limited to 2. You can discard if you want, like 5, 4, doesn't matter. If you want to go for one-shots, you probably will need 3, right? 80, 80, 80, or maybe you need 4, right? Let's see here. You discard 4, that is 320, right? 340, yeah. You need 4 energies in order to one-hit KO any VMAX in the game. 4 is a little bit harsh. You will need multiple Flaffy. This reminds me of Single Strike Urshifu VMAX with Houndoom. So you need multiple stage 1s out in order to make it work. It can work because you have that ability to make sure you are not as clunky as a single strike Urshifu. On the other hand, the opponent can simply say, haha, now I'm gonna just target down your Mareep or your Flaffies, and then Rayquaza is not gonna be doing too much. So you will need 4 Level Ball. Luckily, Flaffy has 90 HP. You will need 4 Quick Ball, and I think this will be a tier 1 archetype just based on the fact that everybody's playing VMAXs. And this can one-shot any VMAX in the entire game. Crazy. Zygarde. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack does 40 damage to that Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. So let's say the opponent took 3 prize cards. They knocked out a VMAX. They did well. You can snag 120 for 3 freaking energies, and they're very hard to accelerate. This could potentially work. Although you can use 1 Rapid Strike energy and 1 Grass. I don't know if this will see a room. Maybe in Blaziken decks, but you also need the Grass attachment. So maybe in Cherrim decks. All these dragons need a lot of weird typing energies, attack costs. So maybe they will reprint double dragon energy. Who knows? Turtonator is back. He's looking at a volcano, saying like, yes, I am back. Shell Trap again. 30 damage if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack. You put 8 damage counters on the attack of Pokemon. So basically, if the opponent just blindly flies into you, that's a lot of damage. You need fire and fighting. Nah, never gonna work. Flapple. This attack does 50 damage times the number of your opponent's Pokemon and play with an ability. So basically like a rule of, not rule of evil, but Weevil with the Evil Abomination. 50 damage for every one of the opponent's Pokemon with an ability. The problem is you never hit anything for weakness. The good thing, you only need 1 Card's energy to do it. So on average, let's say Shadow Rider, Galarian Zapdos, Shadow Rider, and a Crobat. That's 4. That means 200 damage for 1 energy. Still not KOing most of the threats. I don't know. It's too hard. Next is Appleton. 70 damage. This attack does 70 damage times the number of special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. The problem is, you can see this coming from miles away. You see, oh, there's an Appleton. Either I don't play a lot of Pokemon with abilities, or I don't attach a lot of special energies. Also not too great, I'm being honest. Also 80 damage if your opponent's active Pokemon has a V, 80 more damage. Same attack like the Flapple, the Appleton. So they don't like V Pokemon, but they are cutting short because they have too much HP. And then Regidrago, 1 prize Pokemon, super good card. 240 damage, minus 20 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Probably, yeah, you're gonna get one-shotted regardless. You're gonna get one-shotted regardless, so don't mind this at all. So 240 freaking damage. You can get this off on the second turn. Pair this with Cherrim. Let's say you go first, Regidrago, attach of turn, pass. Hopefully that attach of turn was a fire energy. And then the opponent does something. I also have your Cherubi out. Then it's your turn again. Evolve into Cherrim. Attach energy, switch or whatever. And then 240 is like more dangerous than a Victini VMAX. If you can get everything right, by the way. For a 1 prize Pokemon. Very, very, very good card. This will be the Cherrim, Regidrago. You can also pair in a Tapu Bulu to hit Umbreon VMAX for weakness. Galarian Moltres for weakness. This guy doesn't have a weakness. I know people could be playing Galarian Zigzagoon, Scoop Up Night, Galarian Zigzagoon. Let's say they do that on the turn 1. Let's see. You can still play Scoop Up Nuts in your own list to prevent this. Or let's say you reduce 60 damage output. You can still slap 180, still 2-shot these fellas. Crazy, crazy card. Very good. Regidrago is very good. This is going to be my style. I like 1 prize decks. Next is Blizzy. Each of your Pokemon with the everybody rollout attack takes no damage from the opponent's VMAXs. So basically like, this is good. This is a good ability. The problem is everybody rollout does a low amount of damage. 20 damage times each of your bench Pokemon has the everybody rollout attack. So the opponents, in best case scenario, you have 4 Blizzies out. You can slap 80 damage and you need 3 energies to do it. Opponent will gust around it and opponent can just knock you out with a regular V. Bad card. Cool concept, bad card. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active. Crazy Stantler for a 20 energy. Ooh, Lucky Popsicle. Who's in the mood for some ice cream? Heal 20 damage from your active. Flip a coin if heads, return it to your hand. If you are OP with coin flips, this is the card, but it's going to be bad. You'd rather have tempo removal, for instance a Crushing Hammer landing successfully, or a Pokemon Catcher landing successfully, than this mediocre card healing 50% of the time you're healing 20 damage, so it's worse than a potion. Never play this card, fellas. Don't ever do it unless you're playing a meme deck on TCGO. Toy Catcher. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with 50 HP or less with their active Pokemon. I am confused. Why are they punishing low HP Pokemon? Tell me that. I don't like it. This is also super bad because on most cases this does nothing. You can finish off a VMAX, let's say Rusted Sword, Brave Blade, Shenanigans, slapping 260, Galarian Zigzagoon 270, then maybe you can guess something up with the Toy Catcher. It's bad. It also punishes like low HP Pokemon. Let's say Galarian Zigzagoon ping twice on a Mareep. You can target down the Mareep. Like what? Don't punish one prizers, please. Don't ever do it. Great Ball reprint, switch reprint, some more gloves that are relevant. 30 more damage to your opponent's lightning Pokemon. Never use these gloves. These gloves are bad. Yeah, mark my words, they're bad. They will never see play. Rapid Strike Scroll. Flying Dragon Scroll. This is made for Rayquaza, obviously. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. You need Fire and Lightning to do it. Fire attached of turn, Lightning attached thanks to Dynamotor, and then bam, you can snipe an opposing Mareep because Mew is gone, and this is an ideal tech card for the mirror match, I guess. Underworld Mask. Looks very cool. I like this artwork. Look at that. Attach a Pokemon tool. Yeah, we attach the Pokemon tool. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if you're knocked out, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and discards it. Ooh. Hand control decks. Could be interesting. Interesting card. I wonder if control players will like this. Shauna reprint. Who needs Shauna when you have Marnie? Bad. Schoolboy. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 5, 3 or 1 prize cards remaining, draw 2 more. Super bad. It reminds me of the days of like Mr. Mime GX, like odd number, even number. Those also didn't work because the opponent can just simply manipulate that very easily. And then in best case scenario, you draw 4 cards, which is bad. Bad card. Zinnia's Resolve. You can mass discard 2 cards from hand in order to play this. Just draw 1 card for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play. I know what they want to do. They want to make sure you can discard your lightning energies and then you can draw a lot of cards. But this is even worse, and I think Erica's like way better. Let's say the opponent has like 5 Pokemon in play. You discard 2 cards from your hand, so you lower your hand in order to draw like 4 or 5 cards. Interesting. Might see play as a 1-up or something. As an additional, because the supporters we have right now are way better. Research Marnie Boss, that's all you need, right? Stormy Range. Once during your turn, that player may search your deck for a basic lightning or a basic dragon type Pokemon and put it on the bench. How cool is this? Our Reggie Draco instantly has a way to search himself out. Mareep has a way to search itself out. Oh boy, you can search out your Rayquazas. This is like Brooklet Hill, right? Brooklet Hill, who remembers that? Busted card. And we get the busted card again. Aurora Energy reprint. So we never say goodbye to Aurora Energy, I guess. They say we are done with Rainbow Energies. Let's go for Aurora Energies instead. Okay. Now Tower Imperfection card translations. Okay. Suicune V, Swift Runner. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability to draw a card. Yay! Draw 1 card. It's like Aldino, right? But this also has an interesting attack. 20 damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. So low maintenance attacker. For instance, the opponent has 3 bench Pokemon, 80 damage for 2 energies. Oh, actually it's both yours and your opponent's. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. Both yours and your opponent's. Wow, instantly good card. Sorry, everybody. Suicune is a good card right now. And the reason for that, it's very nice and easily. Let's say the opponent has 3 cards because lots of bench space, like Eternus has a lot of bench space, Rayquaza has a lot of bench space. You know how that goes, right? You utterly know how that goes. So in that case, that means that if the opponent has like 3 bench Pokemon, you have 3 bench Pokemon, you're already slapping to 140. Super strong, by the way, if you can get this going. Suicune is a nice card, I got it. Now, Ludicolo, Mr. Mirror Beast card. Yeah, cool. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may use this ability. During this turn, the attacks of your basic Pokemon do 100 more damage. 100 more damage with your basics. It's not, not for VMAXs, so scratch that. But it's for basics. Remember Reggie Draco slapping 240? If you can get a Ludicolo out with Rare Candy, I know it's gonna be clunky playing Cherim and Reggie Draco and Ludicolo, but you slap 340 with that. I can cheat Ludicolo into play thanks to the thanks to a Lombre. I don't know if it's gonna be still in the set, but still. Cool. Cool way. Let's say you get 3 of these out, you can one-hit KO something with a Magikarp or something. Crazy ability. It's also stacked, by the way. Interesting. I like this ability. We'll probably see niche play. Then Simipour is a poor card. Poor card. Clowitzer, 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Nope, bad. Ice Cube. Bad. Another everybody roll out attack. Jigglypuff. Searcher, not all these bad cards. Now Galarian Articuno. So the Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos will do the exact same thing with their abilities. And that's getting energies accelerated, just like the Prism Star cards. Who remembers, like, I think it was Lunala Prism Star, was it? And Darkrai Prism Star. Anyhow, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may attach up to 2 Psychic Energy cards from your hand to it. So for Shadow Rider Calyrex getting to one-hit KO potentials, this could be huge. Galarian Articuno, getting 2 energies in play. It also has an attack, discard all energies and snipe 120. Interesting card, for sure. Sniping Flaffies and stuff. Wobbuffet. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, count the number of damage counters on that Pokemon, and put the same number of damage counters on the opponent's active. What? Nope. That's too tricky and complicated. Golurk V. 180 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, remove the highest stage. Why is this so bad? Because this damage output isn't 220. If it was, it needs 4 freaking energies to do something. Oh yeah, you can actually use single strike energies onto it, I guess. Single strike energy, that means 220, and then you can use this attack. You still need psychic energies. Wow, it's gonna be hard to set this up. You need Shadow Rider, Calyrex, VMAX, and Houndoom. Super clunky, but if you're able to do it, you can poke a VMAX, it devolves, and you take prizes. Only 2 though. Pumpkaboo is the new Marshadow. If you play it onto the bench, discard a stadium in play. I don't know if it's going to be necessary. Typically, abilities like this were used to get rid of Chaotic Swell or Path to the Peak, but this is a Path to the Peak counter for post-rotation. Gorgeist, the Monster Parade, 60 damage. 60 damage, huh. Reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. This attack does 60 more damage times the amount of Psychic Pokemon you find there. Then shuffle those Pokemon cards back into the deck. This guy wants to beat Chandler so badly, or Sandaconda for that matter. So with 6 of them, you slap 360. Similar effect like Flareon VMAX, by the way. Hitmonchan. Single strike. It's totally bad. Galarian Zapdos, same thing as Galarian Articuno, but this time around for fighting energies. Finally, fighting energy acceleration. Finally. You do need energy switch to get them onto the correct Pokemon, but still, this is a super great ability. If you can use energy switches, you can get like a fighting deck set up in no time. Gligar, Gliscor, bad cards. Hariyama has the guts ability, just like Heracross back in the day. If you get damaged, and it is, well, let's say when this Pokemon is knocked out by damage, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon isn't knocked out and its HP becomes 10 instead. So. Problem, Galarian Zigzagoon is in the format. Fun TCGO rogue deck, I guess. Crushing Fang of the Lycanroc, just 200. And then the Lycanroc VMAX has, of course, crazy artwork. I think it's the Dawn form? Yeah. Or the Dusk form, or whatever it says. Yeah, it's Dawn form, I think. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and play with 60 HP or less. Then the Pokemon is now knocked out. I like it. The problem is you can finish off VMAXs, you can finish off evolving Pokemon. You can, like, maybe you're up against one prize Malamar, Rapid Strike Malamar deck. You can one-hit KO in case. With Galarian Zigzagoon, this could work out to knock out weak HP Pokemon. Max Edge 190. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so it does have some synergy with its attack. But getting 3 fighting energies onto this guy will be tough. You can use energy switches, but still gonna be tough. Galarian Moltres, same scenario like the other Galarian birds. You just slap them down. Boom! Out of nowhere, 2 darkness energies from your hand get accelerated to it. And also has an attack, 20 damage. This attack does 50 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Now that I think about it, the Galarian Zapdos also had an attack. 70 damage, you may discard all energies, so they all discard their energies. If you do, your opponent's active is now paralyzed. No reset stamp post-rotation, which is bad. Bad Absol. Bad Toxicroak, Garbodor V. Ooh, cool artwork. I like the artwork. Look at that. Sludge all everywhere. Trash Cycle. 40 damage, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and can't retreat during their next turn. No air balloon retreating. They can, of course, use Switch, Escape Rope, Bird Keeper. We have Garbodor VMAX. This Pokemon can have up to 2 Pokemon tools attached. So this is like the Genesect GX from Lost Thunder, is it? So the cool thing is you can get like 2 rugged helmets onto this guy. You can get 2 big charms onto this guy, making this crazy tanky. If there's a way you can loop Cheryls, that could be insane because having 390 HP is ridiculous. What other tool cards could you be equipping to this guy? Ball, I don't know. 2 hero medals, so it's a 1 prize. I don't know. The tool cards, having 2 tool cards, maybe tool drop could come back one day. Who knows? 120 damage, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and it can retreat. So Garbodor doesn't like the opponent retreating, does it? Then we have Marshadow. No, we have T-Evolve, aka the Marshadow from Shining Legends. If you evolve into it, you may have each player shuffle their hand into their deck, actually to the bottom of the deck, shuffle their hand, and then put them on the bottom of the deck, then draw 4 cards. So basically like Marnie and a Pokemon, but it reminds me more of Shining Legends Marshadow. Let loose. Galarian Berserker, bad. Skarmory, bad. Klefki, even more bad. Kufant. And Copperajah. 1 single strike Copperajah, 160 damage. Needs so many energies, man. Altaria. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a supporter card and reveal it. A supporter card to reveal it. This is like Tapu Lele, right? Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a supporter, reveal it, shuffle the rest of the deck, and put that on top of that. Oh yeah, it's not to the hand, it's on top of the deck, but you have Chinchino to draw it out. And every single turn you can do that. Altaria will see play, definitely. Maybe in a control deck, maybe in whatever. It looks solid, in my opinion. Dialga Single Strike. 80 damage. If the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon V, it cannot attack. If it evolves into a VMAX, it can get rid of the attack effect. If it switches, if it escape rope, bad. Reset Snap is gone, so. Hydreigon, 20 damage. This attack does 100 more damage for each prize card your opponent took during the previous turn. Only good if they knocked out a VMAX, but then they see this guy coming from miles away. No Rapid Strike or Single Strike emblem, so you cannot like use mustard cards. Kyurem, 60 damage. Discard any number of water energy from your Pokemon. This attack does... Oh! Number of water energy from your Pokemon. Okay. Who remembers Turtonator from Dragon Majesty? This is the water Turtonator, I guess. But it needs water metal. And there's no way to accelerate that to a 1-prize guy, I guess. I have to think long and hard about this one. Let's see here. Frostlass from Chilling Rain. You may play this Pokemon from your hand. Attach water energy from discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So we have ourselves Frostlass, and then Frostmot. Lots of stage 1s, I know. And then this guy, and Aurora Energy. So Aurora Energy provides, or maybe just Metal Energy and an EXP share. So you can get this guy going, and then with Frostmot, Bazillion Energies, and then 1-hit KO. It seems pretty clunky, I know, but it's the only thing I can come up with when I see a card. Frostmot only accelerates to water Pokemon. Problem. Noivern V, Boom Burst, 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. 50 to opponent's GX and V Pokemon with Telescopic Sight, with only 1 energy, starting if you go second instantly. I think Sandakan VMAX does it better though. Synchro Loud, 60 damage if you and your opponent have the same number of cards in your hands. 180 more damage. Actually, 180 damage in total. That's a very great attack. If only we have double Dragon Energy. Because right now, I don't see this working out. Like Darkness Energy and then Psychic Energy. Maybe use the Galarian Articuno and Energy Switch and then boom, 180. Make sure you have the same hand size by using something like Marnie and playing Chinchino in the same turn. So the opponent will put the 4 cards, you to 5 cards. Use Chinchino to get rid of 1 card, play some cards. Yeah, I know. I'm going... It also has Free Retreat, by the way. Free Retreat is awesome. Drampa has, of course, the Berserk. Who remembers Drampa GX from Guardians Rising? If any of your Pokemon on the bench have damage counters, 160. Interesting. The artwork. What the hell is up with this artwork, man? Wow, my eyes hurt when looking at this guy. Duraladon V. Single strike. Single strike Duraladon V. It states here rapid strike, but that's wrong. You could definitely see the single strike emblem. So 140 damage with breaking swipe. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon attacks do 30 less damage. The defending Pokemon. They could switch out of this. They could VMAX. They could bat Duraladon. I would personally use Duraladon V from, I don't know which set it was. Let's check it out. Duraladon. I don't even know how to write this down. Duraladon? How do you even pronounce? Let's just copy paste, man. Duraladon. Okay, cool. Duraladon V from Champions Path. Yeah, there we go. You use this one so you can Metal Saucer onto it and then evolve into the VMAX eventually. This is a single strike VMAX. It has a cool ability, by the way. Skyscraper. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any special energies attached to it. So, Rapid Strike Energy, oh, forget about it. Aurora Energy, oh, forget about it. Speed Lightning, forget about it. Awesome. G-Max Pulverization, 220 damage. This attack isn't affected by any effect, so you can go instantly go through Decidueyes, Altarias, Zamazenta Vs, etc. Cool card, I like it. Definitely because we have a Duraladon V, we can use Metal Saucer. Single Strike Slacking, 180 HP. If there's a stadium in play, this Pokemon can't attack. What? So you will need to play Pumpkaboost post-rotation. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So let's say they have 4 bench Pokemon, that's 240. Problem is we no longer have triple accelerated energy, and playing a stage 2 in combination with Houndoom is just bad. Wooloo! Wooloo is back. Has the everybody roll out. We'll be making a fun TCGO video about that for sure. Escape Rope reprint, Evolution Incense reprint, Swap Cup, switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. Isn't this like Oranguru? This is like Oranguru in an item. Why would you ever play an item over Oranguru? Rescue Trolley, this is good. Choose up to 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less from your discard pile, reveal them and put them in the hand instantly. So, awesome recovery for your evolving Pokemon. Think about your Mareep, your Flaffy, your Houndour. What else might you possibly have? You can get your Zigzagoons back, whatever. This is a great card, maybe as a one-off as a recovery. I know Ordinary Rot is more universal, but if you're playing a deck only with low HP Pokemon, this could be for you. Maybe for, I would say Mad Party, but Mad Party wants them in the discard, so. Digging Gloves, bad. Another one of the gloves, slapping Fighting for more damage. Single Strike Scroll, Dragon's Fang Scroll. Super Strength Smash, 300 damage. Of course, some of these energies will have Single Strike, so you can one-hit KO. You have to discard all energy. So basically, you can turn yourself into a Single Strike Urshifu VMAX. To one-hit KO anything. The problem is, you will need to put that onto maybe the Duraladon or something, because the problem is you need Metal, Carless, Fighting. You could get Houndoom to accelerate like your Carless, Fighting attachment, so your Single Strikes, and then Saucer and attach of turn. Boom! One-hit KO anything. Anything in the game. The Full Face Shield. Yeah, cool. This Pokemon is attached to, except Pokemon with abilities. You can only get attached to Pokemon that don't have abilities. Take 20 less damage from your opponent's attack. So basically like, what was that card called? Eviolite? Yeah, it's basically like Eviolite. Eviolite from Noble Victories or Plasma Storm. Yeah, basically like that. That's all it is. Did it see play to prevent some certain key KOs? Who knows? Orion. Choose one basic energy card from your discard pile and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Search your deck for any one card and put it onto your hand. You can only play this card if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. So if somebody got knocked out, you can search your deck for a basic energy. Actually, you can search your discard pile for a basic energy, and you can search your deck for any one card. So basically like the Rosa effect. A little bit of Rosa, but Rosa is way better. Schoolgirl. We had Schoolboy in the other part of the Japanese sets. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 6, 4, or 2 prize cards remaining, draw 2 more. Never play these cards, just play Research Marty, man. Copycat. Copycat seeing a reprint, which means you can use your older copies. Maybe you have some laying around from Herd Gold, Soul Silver. Copycat is cool. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of cards in your opponent's hand. Great. Crystal Cave. Oh, brings me back to Crystal Guardians, man. Oof. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of their Metal and Dragon Pokemon. Every single turn. Oh, this is like... There was a stadium with something with C? Rough C? Yeah, it was Rough C. Here we go. The exact same thing. Like they're making a lot of reprint stuff. Twin Energy reprint, and that's about it. So, that was it for the Sky Stream and Towering Perfection. So that is a lot of cards. I don't know how many cards are in here. Are they all gonna be in our... yeah. Are they all gonna be in Evolving Skies? I think so. Right now, I really want to be checking out. Let's see here. Let's go to another set here. Poke Guardians. And then go to sets, set lists. Japanese sets, because we are still not done. We're going to be completing everything that potentially might be in our Evolving Sky set. So this is a big video for sure. Okay, what are all these cards? Okay, these are all the cards, right? Set lists, cool. Okay, let's go. Previous translations, set list. Okay, let's go. These are all the evolutions, right? Oh yeah. Let's just go through them once again. For the people that are new to the channel, if you've already seen the Eevee VMAXs, these are also part of Evolving Skies. So sit back, relax. This is part 2. Or actually part 3 now that I think about it. Vaporeon V. Draw 3 cards. And then splash, jump, 90 damage. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. It's a Rapid Strike card, so drawing cards is good. If there's nothing else you can do that. Vaporeon VMAX with a Water Pot attack. Put one Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. Okay, now that I think about it, I will swap over and put my sponsors horizontally. Let's go. Yeah, this is way better, right? Just because now we can read the entire text that is in here. Big shout out to Poke Beach. Now we're on Poke Guardians. So Water Pot, put one Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, then attach up to 3 water energies from the discard pile to that Pokemon. This is actually an interesting attack. Will allow for some deadly combos. Vaporeon does have a huge amount of HP. You can Cheryl off the damage that potentially was slapped onto you. And if your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters, you can slap 200. Rapid Strike card. Is there anything you want to be setting up? With one Pokemon. Oh yeah, this could actually get evolutions and VMAXs into play. Ooh, spicy. I think people will try out something spicy. Also, before we check out all these evolutions, I just have to let you guys know there are elemental badges and just badges in general for all these evolutions. This attack, the attacks of Pokemon that have Vaporeon V, Jolteon V, or Flareon V in their name get 1 Kara's energy less to attack. So you reduce 1 Kara's energy. So it's like energy gain for Plasma Pokemon back in the day. Or actually, was it Plasma Pokemon? It was... No, I'm G Pokemon, right? GL, Gym Leader Pokemon. Anyhow, we have ourselves, of course, 1 card energy less, so means you can use Max Rapids for a Rapid Strike energy. This changes everything. Or you can use Water Pot for 0 energies. Changes everything, right? Next is Jolteon, 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, and then Pin Missile, probably will never use that attack. So let's go to Jolteon VMAX. Max Thunderclap. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has already damage counter. So get yourself Galarian Zigzagoons, fellas. So you can slap 100 on the active, 100 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, or 130 with, of course, Telescopic Sight. But you probably will be using that Elemental badge, so you can use this for 1 Lightning Energy, Speed Lightning Energy preferred, so you can draw more cards. And then as soon as you use the attack, you Cheryl, right? Attach, Cheryl. Attach Cheryl. So probably a Chinchino engine going around with Jolteon VMAX. And you can keep using this. Mew will be gone, so Jolteon will be actually very good. Unless you get one-shot by Rayquaza. Or Eternus. Next is Flareon V. Search your deck for a fire energy attached to this Pokemon. This is going to be the way it goes. Max Eruption. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 100 damage for each energy you discard in this way. So, in theory, if you discard 5 energies, 500 damage. You only need 4, by the way, to slap 400 damage. Or you need 3 and some Galarian Zigzagoons. Not really, because you have single strike energies. This will work out. If you have, of course, a way you can test out on TCG. I know it's not reliable, but you can go for Oranguru, ensuring there's already 1 energy on top. of the deck. You have Urn of Vitality to get back your single strike energies. You can use Houndoom to accelerate the energies. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting take. Just because of the fact, if you just discard 3 out of 5 energies, you actually slap 300 and probably 40 damage because of the single strike energies attached to Flareon. Or you can just low maintenance, not play a Houndoom at all and just resort on the Elemental Badge so you can use it for 2 energies. There's gonna be such a cool meme deck on TCGO. Maybe it can work out. Maybe it can work out. Okay, now talking about the Johto Evolutions, we also have a badge for that, the Moon and Sun badge. Whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to this card that has Espeon V or Umbreon V in its name. So you prevent Boss's Orders, Team Yell Grunt, everything that does something to it. Which is good news because Umbreon VMAX is just broken. Espeon V, 1 energy, 60 damage to one of your opponent's V Pokemon. This is very good. And the reason it's good is that you can play it in Shadow Rider Calyrex decks and slap 60 on a V Pokemon, making it already weakened down. Let's say 320 HP VMAX turns into low HP 260 HP Pokemon. Easy to KO, I guess, so this is not a bad attack, I like it. And then Espeon VMAX prevents all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to each of your Pokemon that has an energy attached. So no damage counter spread like Dragapult, no discarding energies with the effect, no paralyzation, no special conditions in general if you have energies attached. So some protection, and then 60 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon in play. Cool. Okay, Umbreon Single Strike. The Single Strike emblem probably doesn't make any difference because you're going to be just playing this for the Umbreon VMAX, let us be honest. This is Bloodthirsty Eyes of Lycanroc GX from Guardians Rising. If you evolve into it, you have Boss's Orders and an ability. Boss's Orders and an ability for a deck that already has so much support. You have Eternus VMAX, you have Galarian Moltres, you have Umbreon VMAX, so much you can do with this deck. Now you no longer need to like, oh, I need to Crobat in order to find my Boss's Orders. This time around it's just, do I find my Great Ball to find Umbreon VMAX? Do I find Umbreon VMAX for Gusting for Gain? You open up so many doors with that. Super cool. Definitely a 2-2 line going in Eternus straight away. Leafeon V. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Grass Energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Your turn does end, but as we've seen with Zacian, letting your turn end by getting an additional effect is good. So getting an extra energy attached to one of your Pokemon is going to be interesting. I like this Leafeon V. Glaceon VMAX, the V is actually search your deck for a card that evolves and put it onto this Pokemon. So if you go second, you can instantly evolve. It's like Ascension, Ice Ascension. And the Glaceon VMAX prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's VMAX, except for Glaceon VMAX. So Glaceon VMAX can battle each other, but all the rest cannot do that. Okay, let that sink in for a bit. Yeah, the problem is Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak shuts down this ability, which will make this never playable. If you're worried about Glaceon, just stack in Path to the Peak, poof, it's gone. Also weak to metal, by the way. Sylveon V. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for one item card and put it in hand, then shuffle your deck, your turn ends. What is with the abilities that all want to end your turn? It's a Rapid Strike card, by the way. So you can get Rapid Strike energy, slap 60. You're not gonna do that probably, but search your deck for a Crushing Hammer or whatever could be interesting, but the opponent probably will be playing Marnie. So hopefully the Sylveon VMAX is a little bit better. I think the VMAX... Yeah, Sylveon VMAX. Attach an energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, then heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. And then 70 damage, this attack does 30 more damage for each type of Pokemon on your bench. Okay. Let's say, in a world where we have 5 different types. We have 150 as the extra bonus, 220, right? Huge problem. Yeah, you can try and 2-shot some Pokemon. You could do that. It's also a Psychic type, by the way, so maybe in Shadow Rider decks. So you can attach energy from your hand and heal 120. I did see some Sylveon VMAX deck popping up in Japan, so we will need to check what the hype is all about. Maybe it's all because of the elemental things. Yeah, we also had them for Glaceon and Leafeon. Then they have no weakness and no retreat, so that's cool to get rid of the weakness on Glaceon. Probably not going to be worried about Leafeon's weakness just because Welder is rotating. And then the Sylveon badge, the ribbon. This Pokemon tool card is attached to Sylveon V. When it's knocked out, opponent takes one fewer prize card. Okay, now I get it. One fewer prize card. So you turn your Sylveon V into a basic one prize Pokemon that is able to search out an item. Not too bad, right? Moving forward, we have ourselves Leafeon VMAX. This attack does 60 damage for each energy of and your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. Okay, let's see here. An average Pokemon, let's say Eternus, has a 3 retreat cost, right? That means we already slapped 180 with Gallermine. That turns into 300. Still not getting the one-hit KO. Is there another Pokemon allows you to get additional energies into the opponent's retreat cost? Who knows, but sufficient damage output. I like it. Then let's talk about some one-prizers here. Rotom, discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Not good. Vigor Shake, the most broken card I've ever seen. Remember when the Pokemon Company decided to ban Wally and expand it? Yeah, good times, right? Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. You can use this card during your first turn or on a Pokemon or on the turn that Pokemon was just put in play. You go first. You have a Coughing, Vigor Shake, Galarian, Wheezing, instantly ability blocking the opponent for the rest of the game. Combine that with stuff like Path to the Peak or something, making sure the opponent is not able to play the game at all. Or how about you go first, you get a rare fossil into play, you evolve into, what was that Pokemon again? Don't remember the Pokemon, but it's a fossil Pokemon. Yeah, now that I think about it, let's just go fossil Pokemon, Sword, Shield. Okay, what are the 4 Dracozolt, Arctozolt, Dracofish. Yeah, it was Dracofish. So we have Dracofish being broken, Galarian Wheezing being broken. Yeah, look at these. Ability block first turn, Primal Law first turn, so the opponent is not able to evolve into VMAXs. Most decks do have answers for that, so it's a crazy card, and we'll see. It can instantly get your VMAX in play. Instantly. Crazy. Aroma Lady. Draw 2 cards, then remove all special conditions. Bad. Fashion Mall. Once during each player's turn, that player may return a tool card. Might see play in tool drop decks or something. Yeah, you know Garbodor VMAX can of course have 2 tool cards. During your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon retreat cost becomes 1 more. And its attacks become 1 card's energy more. The problem is Switch. Again. Another one of those rollout Pokemon. Yo, do we have more cards to talk about? I think we've covered most of the good cards. The badges. There's an Eevee that does nothing. Search your deck for 3 V Pokemon, reveal them and put them in your hand. Why not on the bench? Why not on the bench? Ante, I am not an illusion. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on all of your bench single strike Pokemon. Isn't this the same like Tauros from Chilling Reign? Tauros. Chilling Reign. This attack does 20 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Okay, this is on all the Pokemon in the world on your bench. Okay, with single strike energies and Spike Mud, Escape Rope, Switch, crazy Grimmsnarl. If you have 2 or less bench Pokemon, 140 more. Bad. Super bad. Marshadow. Search your deck for 2 Rapid Strike cards. Put them in hand. And then Marnie, you cry. During your next turn, the defending Pokemon is knocked out. Oh yeah, during your next turn, if the defending Pokemon is knocked out, take 1 more prize card. This is a trap, another trap, just because again, Switch, Escape Rope, Bird Keeper, Manual Retreat, no more reset stamp post rotation. Marshadow, you tried. Florges, as many times as you like during your turn, you may move an energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Rapid Strike Pokemon. Moving around your energies. Stage 2. You probably will use G-Max Rapid Flow and discard your energies in all fairness, so yeah, bad. Pinsir, damage from your single strike Pokemon isn't affected by resistance. Damage from your single strike Pokemon's attacks, all of them probably. This is a great tech card. Oh, I'm having trouble against the Decidueye, just a Pinsir in your deck and boom. It's done. Now that's a good card. That is an interesting card. Bad Electric, utterly replaced by Dynamotor Flaffy. Milotic, prevent all effects done to your to you and your hand. Or prevents all. Yeah, this is weirdly written here. Prevent all effects done to your Pokemon from the hand by supported cards from your opponent's in hand. Wow, this is super strangely written, but I think your Pokemon are safe from stuff that supporters play. All the effects from supporter plays from the hand. Don't know how to feel about this. It's a stage 1, but could protect against boss if it prevents all done to your... If it's Rapid Strike Pokemon, probably. Let's just write this down on Melodic Eevee Heroes. We're going on all the different websites today. Let's see here. Bulbapedia. What do you think? Whenever your opponent plays a supported card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to you or your hand. Oh yeah, it protects your hand. Okay, so no Marnie. Marnie, so you say no to Marnie here. This is the Marnie blocker. You say no to Jesse and James, even though that rotates, but your hand is safe. Eldegoss. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for 2 basic energies and put them into your hand. So searching the basic energies. It's not as good like Oricorio back in the days of Guardians Rising. Slapping it down, searching energies. Reveal any number of basic energies from your hand. This attack does 30 more damage for each basic energy. Super clunky. Gordy. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Reveal any number of energies you find there and put them in hand. Then shuffle the remaining cards back in your deck. Do you want to be using this with Cherim? So you ensure you can find it. I don't think... Yeah, research is still better. Dream Ball. You can only play this card when you draw it as a face-down prize card before putting it in your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon and put it on the bench. Yeah. If you just get this from the prize cards, you can instantly search your deck. A super weird way. Treasure. While attached to a Pokemon, this card provides cardless energy. When you took this as a face-down prize card, you can accelerate it to one of your Pokemon. Ooh, cool. A rank on it, not doing anything. This attack does 50 damage to each of your V and GX Pokemon. To each V and GX Pokemon in play. Both yours and your opponent's. So 1 energy 50. Still, Sandacon is way better, man. Although Telescopic Sight, like, 80 to all the Vs and the GXs out there. Spiky. Heal all damage from all of your bench Pokemon. Then shuffle this Pokemon. Yeah, you have to shuffle, that's bad. Swampert, very good card. Once during your turn, you may attach a water energy or a fighting energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So you have fighting or water energy acceleration. I know it's a stage 2, but it has 170 HP and also can pack quite a punch with 180 damage, taking KOs on Crobat, Eldegoss, Kricketune, whatever. You probably will not play this for the water energy acceleration, but we will play this for the fighting energy acceleration, although there's also Colossal, which probably does it better if you're playing fire energies in your deck as well. Yeah, now that I think about it, probably not going to be seen play because it's a stage 2. Zoroark, Shape-Shifting Illusion. Once during your turn, you may choose a stage 1 from your discard pile, then discard this Pokemon and all cards attached to it and put the Pokemon you chose in its place. Discard this Pokemon and all cards attached. That means... yeah, you instantly can swap a stage 1. That means Zoroark can evolve into Zoroark and then you have random stage 1 tech cards. I like this a lot. I was a huge fan of Ditto Prism Star of Lost Thunder, probably one of my favorite cards ever printed. Played at the World Championships in 2019, and now we have something similar. You do need to evolve, so you need like a 2-2 Zoroark line, and then hope you have a stage 1 that you can randomly surprise the opponent with. In online tournaments, it will never work. If the opponent's active Pokemon is a basic, it is now knocked out. You need 4 energies, that's Sandy Gas. Kangaskhan. Okay. And that's about it, I guess. Kangaskhan is bad. Was it bad? Didn't even look. It was bad, yeah. It was a Rapid Strike card though, so I think we've covered most of these cards. Yeah, now that I think about it, we covered all of them. So yeah, that's all the cards that potentially could be combined into our Evolving Skies set. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I took an hour of my time to just explain to you what is coming in Evolving Skies. If you enjoyed, be sure to destroy the hell out of the like button. Helps out a lot. So I wish you, yeah, lots of luck and stuff if you're opening Evolving Skies, because this set is going to be ginormous. And I also appreciate it if you subscribe for more content. That being said, there could be some cards that turn into collection boxes or being preserved for future sets, but Evolving Skies will be a huge set. We already have been confirmed that stuff like Rayquaza is in the set, and stuff like the EEVEELUTIONS are in the set. And now that I think about it, isn't there more Japanese sets that we need to take a look at, just because of the fact that I haven't seen Gengar VMAX? Matchless Fighters? Is that? Or is it this one? Silver Lance? Where is Gengar VMAX? Is Gengar VMAX? Let's just search on Bulbapedia. Gengar VMAX. I think Gengar VMAX. Yeah, Gengar VMAX is also part of the set. Oh yeah, they were special decks, I think. Yeah, these high skilled decks with of course Inteleon and Gengar. So let's just talk about Gengar VMAX. The rest is irrelevant, and then Inteleon VMAX. I don't know if they will come in collection boxes or not, but Gengar VMAX is doing 60 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon with V and GX in play. So typically like 2 or 3, that's 180. Very nice efficient damage output. You can increase that with single strike energies. You can use Houndoom to accelerate. And yeah, this is a very great card. It also pairs really well with Umbreon, so you can gust up some of these threats. Then this is just Gengar V, just doing some significant damage output, 190. Could be more with single strike energy, so you can maybe one-hit KO other Vs. Very nice and efficiently. And then this Inteleon VMAX. Once during your turn, you may discard a water heat from your hand. If you do, put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Ooh, sniping capabilities paired this with the other Inteleon is gonna be fantastic. Anyhow, that's all I have for you today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, destroy the hell out of the like button. So let's see what else, what comes into our Evolving Skies set is gonna be combined out of all of the cards I mentioned today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Anyhow, I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Be sure to visit the channel once again. Also, check out our sponsors, PokedownStore.com, the best place to get TCGO code cards. You can use the coupon code ZapDosTCG for 5% of your next order. And you can get yourself Eternus codes, Zacian codes, the latest booster pack in town. Super nice and easily. And there's, of course, something that I still need to mention is, of course, that the EEVEELUTIONS also will have crazy alternate arts, and that's why Evolving Skies will be crazy. Look at all these fantastic, beautiful cards. Let's just look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. Look at this alternate art Flareon. Which is your favorite evolution? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh my god, these alternate arts will be so pricey. Oh wow, that Jolteon is super nice. Glaceon. The artworks are just outstanding. Yeah, a Sylveon selling cupcakes. Now I've seen everything. Ooh, this Umbreon, crazy. Yeah, or this Umbreon VMAX. This is gonna be a pricey card. Anyhow, also check out our other sponsor, cardsmarket.com, the best place for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And last but not least, yourplaymat.com. If you're looking for your own unique custom playmat, use the link in the description below and get 10% of your complete order when creating your own custom playmat. You definitely want a custom playmat when the new season starts. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG epicness. I'm out. Peace.